Michael Jackson died at the age of 50. Steve Jobs passed away at 56. Both were geniuses who shaped their time. And yet, their lives ended early. These cases raise a question I want to explore today. Are geniuses more likely to live shorter lives? My hypothesis is this: geniuses often optimize themselves too narrowly. They devote everything to a single pursuit, and in doing so, they lose balance as human beings. For Michael Jackson, the relentless pursuit of his artistic ideal may have pushed him beyond what his body and mind could sustain. For Steve Jobs, long hours and immense stress in his quest to create the perfect product may have harmed his health. This trade-off is easier to see in athletes. Think about baseball pitchers. They often undergo multiple elbow surgeries, something most people never experience. Why? Because they push their bodies to extremes in a very specialized way. In athletes, the imbalance appears in the form of injuries. But I believe this principle applies to all field. History gives us many examples of brilliant people who died young. Mozart at 35, Van Gogh at 37, and Ryunosuke Akutagawa at 35. Of course, the reasons vary. Medicine, medicine was less advanced in their time, and the conditions that are survivable today could be fatal then. There's also cognitive bias. We tend to remember the geniuses who died young more vividly, while the ones who lived long lives fade from memory. And yet, there are counterexamples. Picasso lived to 91, Darwin to 73, Newton to 84. They were geniuses too, but they also lived long lives. This reminds us that genius equals short life is a more an impression than the universal truth. What I really want to emphasize is the challenge of balance. To live as a human being, we need food, sleep, exercise, relationship, and rest. Society celebrates those who dedicate themselves wholly to their craft: artists, entrepreneurs, athletes. But whether the way of life is truly balanced is another question. Still, I don't believe pursuing excellence should be dismissed. For many, it is their very source of meaning. The real question is how to balance the two, living fully as a human while also striving to master something. When these two sides come together, I believe we get not only achievement but also a deeply fulfilling life. That's what wanted to share with you today. If you have thoughts, reflections, or questions, please write them in the comments. If there are no comments, I will cross here. Thank you for listening.